Did you know some teachers say they're spending valuable classroom time changing diapers instead of teaching reading, writing, and math?
Pasco County Schools says that so many of their students are showing up to school not potty trained that it's now impacting the learning.
It is not the kindergartner's teacher's responsibility to be changing diapers for kindergartners.
That's John Legg. He's the superintendent here, and he says since the COVID-19 pandemic, they've seen an extreme uptick in students being unable to independently use the bathroom at the kindergarten level. In fact, he estimates at least 10 students in each of their 52 elementary schools aren't potty trained. Because of that, the district is considering implementing a new policy starting next school year that would require all students to be able to use the bathroom independently and even allow the district to send your student home for up to a week in order to receive the proper training. There would, however, be exceptions for students with special needs. And this apparently isn't that unique of a policy. In fact, it's one that Pinellas County Schools and Hernando County Schools, for example, have in place as well.
Now, Pasco County Schools is taking a stand. Beginning this fall, the district says kindergarten students must be potty trained before entering the classroom, or they could be sent home. And the community? Divided. Superintendent John Legg says the issue has grown significantly since the COVID-19 pandemic, with at least 10 students in each of Pasco's 52 elementary schools starting school unable to independently use the restroom. That's not just an inconvenience, that's a class disruption. Some parents agree, saying teachers are there to teach, not change diapers. Others say the conversation lacks compassion. What about the children with developmental delays? What about trauma? What about kids who are trained at home but struggle with routine changes at school?
It is not the kindergartner's teacher's responsibility to be changing diapers for kindergartners. It is an alarming trend, not just in Pasco, but in the state of Florida and the United States since COVID, that students are not independent when they enter into kindergarten.
When my son first started in the county, he was not fully potty trained. He needed assistance, and even now, he still needs reminders to shut the bathroom door because he gets so in his head about going to the bathroom.
We want to support those students that are developmentally disabled or delayed,
Yeah.
more developmentally delayed, and we put them in the proper setting so that they can get the support that they need.
We're looking at change of environment. We want to know what that looks like. What type of impact are we looking at? And I think those vague comments like that really, it becomes hard for parents and advocates to understand, where is this going?
It is not the kindergartner's teacher's responsibility.
And while the district says children with documented disabilities and special needs will still receive accommodations, many parents are asking bigger questions. Is this accountability? Or are we putting too much pressure on families already struggling? The truth is, kindergarten readiness is bigger than knowing your ABCs. It's about independence, routine, communication, and being prepared for a structured learning environment. But maybe the real question is, have we clearly defined what ready actually means? Should schools create a full readiness checklist for parents? Should there be more support before enrollment? Or is potty training simply non-negotiable? Pasco County has started a conversation many districts may soon have to face. What do you think? Should potty training be required before kindergarten? Or should schools meet families where they are? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And for more community conversations that matter, subscribe to Pasco Connect magazine.
Thank you, Ronnie, for that news report. I do appreciate it. While I was actually editing up this video, he began to ask me what I thought about the whole situation. And what he just read. And so I decided to press record and share it with you all.
If you were a kindergarten teacher, would you like to potty train the kids?
I don't feel like that's a requirement for teachers that they potty train children, because potty training is something that on a normal basis is accomplished by 3 years old, maximum 4. you're going into kindergarten at 5. And I did see in the article where it was saying, there may be a transitional issue where this is the child's first time going to school, and that's a big change. And it may be different from their bathroom. Their schedule for going to the bathroom may be different than the school schedule. They may have an accident. They may be afraid to tell the teacher. So the teacher is there to give them reassurance and be a guide to, these are the times to go to the bathroom, but if you need to go earlier, come and tell me, something like that. But for them to have to change a diaper, that is irresponsible on a parent to allow that to fall on another person to wipe up their child's private areas and be required to do that, unless that child is impaired in some way and have some sort of disability, and therefore there's conversations that happen and take place between the parent and the child. Not just I'm sending you to school and I'm expecting a strange person to wipe your backside. But what do you think of the whole situation?
It's crazy.
What's crazy?
Everything that's happening.
That what, kids are 5 and not potty trained?
Yeah, and everything else that's happening.
Such as what?
The hantavirus on that ship.
Oh my God. Okay. We'll save that for another video. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
And we'll talk about other things that you feel is crazy in the news, okay?
Okay.
Okay.